It has been an intense 48 hours for Polish soldiers monitoring the airspace over Poland. As a result of another massive Russian attack on Ukraine, fighter jets were scrambled to protect Polish airspace. The activated ground-based air defense and radar reconnaissance systems have returned to standard operational activity. No violations of Polish airspace by objects that could pose a threat have been reported. The situation is different in the case of balloons flying into Polish territory from Belarus. This was the case during the last 2 nights. We must realistically consider that these are further hybrid actions on the part of the Russian Federation and Belarus. These are actions aimed at testing the reaction of the Polish authorities, to see how Poland reacts to this type of thing. It must also be clearly stated that these balloons collect information and map the space and territory of Poland. This is very dangerous. The services should act quickly and decisively here. There has been no such reaction. The government has not announced the purchase of weapons to shoot down such balloons, and its statements are limited to information about monitoring the balloons. The head of the Polish Ministry of Internal Affairs and Administration, Marcin Kierwiński, is trying to trivialize the threat. As a rule, this is smuggling. This is contraband. These are illegal cigarettes. So it is not the case that our air defense systems are being tested, as some have suggested. I know that such suggestions are mainly coming from law and justice politicians who want to make a big scandal out of this. No, this is not testing our systems, because it is difficult to test any country's defense systems when it comes to balloons, which often fly in unpredictable directions according to the wind. Obviously, very, very slowly. I don't believe a word Kierwiński, Kosiniak, Kamish or Siemoniak say. Kierwiński says that these are smuggling balloons, but that's just what he says. We have no analysis. We have no information. As members of the same National Defense Committee, even though we ask about it, we don't get any specific answers. There is a lack of wise, healthy communication. But how can there be sober communication when Kierwiński is responsible for these matters? One may have doubts.
Służba, poświęcenie, to są rzeczy najważniejsze.
All the more so because in addition to balloons flying into Polish territory, we have further examples of sabotage on the railways. Yesterday, officers detained a 25-year-old Moldovan citizen who activated the handbrake in a freight car of a train carrying oil between Szczecin and Dorohusk. They found a man lying between the 31st and 32nd carriages on such a platform. He was lying there with a suitcase. He was pulled out by the police. Action was taken. During a search of his luggage, they found many mobile telephones, SIM cards, power banks, and other electronic equipment. Among the documents, we found various types of documents in Russian. All of this was ultimately secured. The situation is serious and, as the recent blowing up of the track showed, it may pose a threat to the safety of travellers.